Easily beat the Drillin Time challenge with this deck. In this challenge, you have to build a deck using the brand new Evo Goblin Drill. The Evolved Goblin Drill has a 2-card cycle. That means you have to play 2 normal drills before you get to the Evo. When you place the Evo Goblin Drill, it will work just like a normal Goblin Drill. But when it gets down to 66% health, it will then submerge and pop up somewhere else. When it gets down to 33 health, it will do that again. Now, depending on where you place the first drill, affects where the other 2 drills are going to pop up. This is a super powerful win condition, and there's very little counters in the game to this card. Now, a pro tip for this challenge is to look for the diamond. The diamond actually tells you where the drill is going to pop up. If you see the diamond on the side of the tower, that means the drill is going to pop up on the side. So with that in mind, the best deck for this challenge is this deck here, Zapbait. A very easy deck to play. Okay, into a game and first place, splitting wall breakers is amazing. It's the best possible first play you can do, just because it's really annoying for your opponent to deal with. They normally have to overcommit, and this guy did a very good play with that Demolisher there, so we are just going to drop Bats on top of it. Bats obviously going to take it out fully. He does Tornado as well to make sure the Demolisher connects. That's absolutely fine. We go for a drill onto his tower, and he defends once again with a Knight. Again, that's absolutely okay. We are going to go Inferno Dragon at the back here, and he might play his drill right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, but he doesn't. That's interesting. Okay, he does go for a Firecracker. Definitely have to arrows that away. Arrows obviously a great counter to the Firecracker. Wait for the Inferno Dragon to get in front of these wall breakers, just so he has to commit something more than a log. Yeah, we force out a Demolisher and a log, which is better for us, and the Inferno Dragon fully melts that Demolisher, which is great. No login cycle means we can now go very aggressive here with a drill and bats combo, going to also Goblin Gang opposite lane. Again, split lane pressure, super important with deck. Forced out a Tornado, that Knight's getting melted. We Dark Prince on top of his drill, really difficult for him to defend. Going to go Wall Breakers opposite lane, again continuing this split lane pressure. That's what you want to do with this deck. Forced out a log, Dark Prince connect down the other lane. Beautiful stuff. We get a massive damage lead. And this guy's broke on Elixir. Going to just arrows away this Firecracker. That is beautiful. When people play this deck, they get very tunnel vision. They just focus down one lane constantly. But that's not how you want to play bait. You want to attack the right side, the left side, the right. You want to really spread your opponent thin. And that's how you win. Going to go for an Evo drill right now on his tower. He also went for a drill on my tower. We are going to Mega Knight this drill. Boom. We're going to get a great counter push here as well with the Mega Knight, which is fantastic. Evo drill there, doing Evo drill things, popping up everywhere. Beautiful stuff. Going to go for bats here as well to help out. And then we are going to go for wall breakers opposite lane, just to apply that opposite lane pressure like I keep talking about. Going to go for arrows there on that Firecracker. Mega Knight gets taken out. That's absolutely fine. Let's go for another drill onto his tower. He goes for an Evo drill on my tower. So we go for a Dark Prince on the first drill here. And then we go for a Goblin Gang on the other 2 drills. That's how you want to counter the Evo drill. Really simple with this deck, very easy. Barely took any damage, which is awesome. And let's go for an Inferno Dragon here. Let's go for arrows on that Firecracker. Let's go for another drill onto his tower. And in a second, I will Dark Prince here on defense. Boom. Beautiful. Meanwhile, Inferno Dragon melting his Knight. He does go Evo Skellies. That's absolutely fine. Let's go for bats here to help out. Go for another Inferno Dragon on this Demolisher. Arrows away that Firecracker. We have Evo Drill. His tower's at 16 HP. There's no way he's winning. Going to go for defensive wall breakers and throw this guy the good game. And you saw I wasn't struggling whatsoever. Okay, into a game and first play with this deck, we are going to go for a drill onto his tower. And I'm going to actually split wall breakers like this. One wall breaker is going to distract the goblins and counter them. The other one's going to go towards the tower and hopefully do some damage. And it does. That is beautiful stuff. Exactly what I wanted. We are going to split a Goblin Gang in the middle here. And he goes for a drill onto my tower. That is absolutely fine. I think I'm just going to Mega Knight it. Honestly, we're going to get a bit of a counter push here, which is beautiful. And now he has to deal with a Mega Knight. I don't think he has the best answers in cycle. And we are going to support this Mega Knight with just some bats. Bats, really high DPS, going to be really annoying for him to deal with. And yeah, he does go for a Mighty Miner there. But the bats DPS, like I was talking about, really helping out there. We do arrows away that Firecracker and we get a Mega Knight connection onto his tower, doing massive damage, and these bats are still chipping away. Goblins coming towards us. We are going to play wall breakers here again, just to distract the goblins. They're going to get countered. That is absolutely fine. He is using the Dagger Duchess, so the wall breakers wouldn't have got that much value anyway. And that's something underrated about wall breakers, is people forget to use them defensively. Defensive wall breakers work really well in a lot of different situations. Anyway, we go for a Dart Prince here on the left side to help out against these recruits. Going to go for a Goblin Gang and arrows here as well to help out. Boom, really nice defense. Really good bats on the other side, fully countering those recruits once again. And the exact same as before, we're going to go for wall breakers here defensively, just to distract that Mighty Miner, keep him, in no man's land, away from my tower. And one of the Evo wall breakers actually ended up connecting, doing some good damage. Again, now he goes for a drill that's on the front of the tower because we looked for the diamond, so we can kind of predict that with a prince here, a Dart Prince I should say. And then let's go for an Inferno Dragon on this Firecracker just to melt it. No hope for it whatsoever. Really good counter push here as well. Dart Prince connects, and I think he just gave up. And just like that, we went 12-0 in this challenge. Incredibly easy with this deck. We of course get the Castle Queen banner, and if this challenge guide helped you, make sure you subscribe for more.